So before I went on stage, they hadn't even opened the gates to the festival yet. So there was no one. There was a guy in a car dropping bins out in front of the stage. And then my set only went for 20 minutes, but 35,000 people ran down the amphitheater. If you watch Tones and I live, Dance Monkey, Splendor in the Grass, that's that. So I know this is hard to know, but you don't realize this. Look at all the people out there. 20 minutes before, there was not one person. They all just came running.
Everybody like swarming in.
Yeah.
Tones. Very nice to meet you. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
So what is the biggest impact after Dance Monkey take over the world in 2019? Like it's like #1 in 30 countries, top the chart. So how does it feel?
I can't believe that even happened. That's so crazy. Well, I guess it's just kind of opened up a new world for me. I mean, before I released Dance Monkey, I was just performing on the street music. So you do buskings a lot, right? Yeah. So now I get to go around everywhere in the world and play shows to people and sing live to people everywhere, not just on the street anymore. So that's probably the biggest impact that it's had.
Any fan moments that really give you like, oh my God, like this is it?
When I was playing a big festival in Australia, like the biggest festival in Australia, and I opened it. So I was the opening act during the day, and usually nobody ever comes to that. Nobody, like maybe 100 people. Yep. So before I went on stage, they hadn't even opened the gates to the festival yet. So there was no one. There was a guy in a car dropping bins out in front of the stage. And then my set only went for 20 minutes, but 35,000 people ran down the amphitheater. If you watch Tones and I live, Dance Monkey, Splendor in the Grass, that's that. So I know this is hard to know, but you don't realize this. Look at all the people out there. 20 minutes before, there was not one person. They all just came running.
Everybody like swarming in.
Yeah.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like, wow. And then I tried to walk around the festival for the next 3 days because it's a 3-day festival, and I couldn't walk around anywhere. Everyone's just like yelling like crazy. And I was like, wow, like, oh my God. That was like, and I was still busking. I was still street performing. So after that, like the next day I was playing music like in the town. Like, so it's like I was still busking. I had no idea how crazy it was.
How did you get the courage and why did you do that? I mean, it's like a leap of faith and something like that,
I think that what happened in that stage of my life is I was so uncontrollably upset and sad, and so sad at the thought that I wasn't going to do this. Everything growing up, was I really just not going to try? Was I just not going to try at all to succeed, and just be really sad knowing that's what I wanted to do? So that sadness was so overpowering that I could have been living on the street with no busking, no job, and I still would have been happier than where I was not even trying. And if that sadness is enough to get you to do it anyway, because nothing could be worse than knowing that, then you can do anything.
A word for those people who, could relate to your story as well.
I do tell people, go outside. If you love music and that's what you want to do, don't wait for someone to offer you a small gig in a pub, in a small restaurant. Get outside, busk on the street, like go in front of people that are walking, and go somewhere where there's heaps of different people that can see you, and at least follow your social media. Put your social media so they can start following you. Do that for yourself. You owe it to yourself to at least try, You
know that you're coming back with new songs. Can you tell us more about it?
So I have my first album released now. I guess I can pretty much almost say now, Friday, but now. And it's my first album. Woo! Thank you. I'm so excited. There's a lot of different songs in there, and the songwriting is very erratic. It's called Welcome to the Madhouse, and it's because it's about the last 2 years of my life, busking, Dance Monkey, the craziness, world tours, and then lockdown, my friend passing away. There's been a lot of up and downs. So, and this kind of album goes through all of it. And it's the first time I get to release a few songs for people. There's 14 tracks, and it's the first time I can have people just take a big chunk of me, not just one song or two songs. Like, they can take a whole chunk of it, listen to it, and decide, like, do they relate? Can they relate to those tracks? Is it something they like, me as an artist and not just a song as well? Like, it's the time for me to just spread my wings a little bit more, like I did on the street, and just push for bigger things.
I really am curious, why did you choose Tones and I? At first it sounds like a band, but it's just like you yourself.
Yeah.
But
everyone used to spell my name with a Y, but it's actually an I. So I did it for that reason. But also, Tones and I can also...
With an I.
So it also represents tones, so my music, and me. So tones, so music and me. But also, if you're talking about me, it's communal. Like, you're talking about you and I. So if you were saying Tones and I, it's community. So you're saying Tones, which is my nickname, and you, so Tones and I. So there's a few different plays on why I called it that, but I'm happy with that.
Do you have any messages for your fans right here in Malaysia to go through this pandemic?
Yes, I know that you guys have and are being in a lockdown, and we are too. And I know it's going to get better. It's getting better, and I'm thinking of yous, and I hope you're all okay. Watch out. Your mental health is so important. So stay positive, stay happy, look after your friends and family. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all the support, and I will come and see you guys soon. Hi, this is Tones and I, and this is Era Music Hit Terbaik.